The Browns have signed Shelby Harris.
Yeah.
To their defensive
Another
line.
defensive line addition. We were praising how much they'd overhauled that group on our AFC, well, the North's preview show, and they weren't finished. They keep going. So now Shelby Harris, who arguably, he starts for them, right? He's better than Jordan Elliott on NFL evidence. Much as we liked Elliott coming into the draft, he's shown almost nothing to suggest that. So I think Maurice Hurst had a good shot of starting over Jordan Elliott. Shelby Harris is probably the best player they have to try and play 3-tech, right?
Yeah, I think so. He was not as good last year, right? With
no, and he
Seattle,
hasn't been.
But he's got a history of pretty good, just underrated performance, especially when he was with Denver.
And Shelby Harris has not been a prototypical 3 technique by any stretch of the imagination himself. Like, he has played a lot of his snaps in a variety of different alignments, but I wouldn't say that he's principally always been a standard 3 technique.
Sorry, he was fine last year. 74 grade last year. It was 2021 was the only grade he's had. Not 70 or better. And we're talking about a guy he had a 90 grade in 2018, an 88 grade in 2020, 74.8 last year. Solid run defender, solid pass rusher. Like, those are the types of moves for relatively cheap money. It's a one-year deal, right? Fine.
Yeah.
At this point in his career, you get 1 year of Shelby Harris, and you just add that to the mix where they've added so much to that line. This isn't, like every move, not like one move's putting you to the Super Bowl or anything, but the totality of the moves on the D-line for the Browns, this just adds to a really good offseason.
But like August the 9th, without breaking the bank, you're able to bring in a guy who should start for you and be an upgrade at a significant position along the defensive line. That is unquestionably a great move. This is like, what teams are doing last year, like Philadelphia picking up James Bradbury, who ends up being one of their most important players on defense without breaking the bank. Like, this is the kind of move that can make the difference even in August. Like, we go through this offseason of feeding frenzy with free agency for like a week, and then it's all draft focus, and then there's the kind of couple of big moves that happen. But you can still make serious, impactful moves in August with the guys that are sort of sitting there out in the street waiting for this kind of thing to happen.
Yeah, I think it's a very good move. You add him with Dalvin Tomlinson, and believe it or not, similar production from those two guys over the last couple of years. Quietly, different roles, but similar type of production there. So, like that for the Browns quite a bit.